Ty, and today we're going to be looking at $200 guitar versus a $2,000 guitar. We're going to do sound comparison and build material comparison. Is the price difference really worth it? Is that extra zero a big change? To be upfront, both of these guitars have 2080 strings on them, and they were put on 4 months ago, which means the strings have decayed equally, and they've been held in the same environment. So what you're going to be hearing, and the reason why I chose 2080 is because 2080 is great for tonal woods. So this is going to really let you hear the guitar and not the strings. So let's start off with the $200 guitar, shall we? Let me put the big one up for a moment. I call it the more expensive one in the case for a moment. All right. So $200, what do you get for $2,000? Well, if any of you are familiar with Estevan, and if you're from the 90s like me, you better be familiar with Estevan. Why? It's not because of his playing, of course. It's because of his amazing late-night infomercials trying to sell you his guitars. This is an Estevan second series. What's the difference between a first series and a second series, I hear you yelling? Well, let me tell you. The first series has a spruce top, and it has two sides and a back, a neck, and tuners. The second series has I don't know what kind of top, sides, a back, a neck, and tuners, and cutouts for electronics. Boom! There you go. That's the difference between the second series. The second series right here was brought out 2 years after his original info commercials. So these are actually starting to get a little rare. It's kind of the meme guitar from the 90s. So let's see here. If you haven't seen his info commercials, go check them out. They're hilarious in the most bad way. And here's the benefits of this guitar. If you suck at tuning, you're not gonna suck for long because you're gonna have to do it a lot on this baby right here. And by a lot, I mean I literally went through and tuned it right before hitting start, and that's why we're starting with this guitar, because it's probably already going out. There's you a G chord. By the way, this is being recorded on a Samsung Galaxy, an Apple iPhone Pro Max, or an iPhone Pro Max 14, whatever. There's a C chord. There's a D chord. It's already losing tune, so we're gonna play this for a little bit and kind of let you guys get a sound. Let you guys get a sound sample. It may be good for blues. So there's a little bit of some blues, and let's see here. I'm just gonna keep playing a couple of things. Let's see here. right, let's see here. I'm gonna play, just a place to call my own. As I'm walking down the road, and I don't know which way I should go. 'Cause if you are lost like me and you don't know where you should be, as you're walking down the road. It's already a losing tune. I mean, it's all mids. You don't get good lows, you don't get good highs. So if you like to play in the mid zone, which is where your vocals live, for you, it's good. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Let's try finger some serious. The strings on this one are a lot closer together. So $200, this is what you get. Did you enjoy this guitar? The Estevan Series 2 Electric Acoustic. It's such a good guitar, right? All right, let's get on to the next one, shall we? Oops. This is a Martin mahogany top, mahogany size, mahogany back. Okay, this is like $2,000 on Guitar Center. This is the Pro Performance model. What does that mean? This is the one that they made to be a workhorse. This is the one you've heard me play a lot. The strings are a little farther spaced on this one. The reason why I chose this one specifically is because of the string spacing. It's between the proper spacing for strumming and for finger picking, because both of those have different nut width based off of the type of play that you want to do. This one falls right in the middle when it comes to the bridge and the strings separation, which means that it can be used for both pretty damn well. You know, and so let's see here. I'm gonna start with some blues like I did before. Let's see here. I haven't tuned this one in 2 weeks. Perfectly in tune with itself. That one was already losing tuning and I started right before it. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna play the same kind of things I did before. And now we're going to do this again. Will I die alone? Some things are just left unknown. I want a home, just a place to call my own. As I'm walking down the road, 'Cause if you are lost like me and you don't know where you should be as you're walking down the road, you don't know which way you should go. All right, so there's that, and now let me do what I did before on the other one. All right, and then last but not least, I'm going to play the same thing I played on the other one. Sorry, user error. That's another thing. I'm going to play one G chord on both. Just and I don't want you to listen to the tone. Well, I want you to listen to the tone and play it twice. Oof, that's there we go. You know, here's an E minor. Every good tonal wood has frequencies that it's just beautiful with. This one just happens to be a B to E range, which makes it great for blues. Because even with dead strings, it projects B's out farther. Like it makes B's warmer even with dead strings. And same with E's. B's and E's on this, just something about the frequency range sounds smooth on this compared to other tonalities. With the other one, none of that. But all right, so I'm gonna play an E minor. I want you to just count the seconds you can hear the disdain. I'm gonna hit this one and then I'm gonna pick the other one back up and I'm gonna hit it and I want you to just check it out, the difference. Dead, that's it. With dead strings, that's how long this one can last with an E minor. Now I'm gonna put this one down. I'm gonna go find the other one that I dropped. And we're gonna just see how long it can hold something. Hello, other guitar, where did you go? I accidentally dropped you, did you run away? No. You couldn't have gone off that far. Could you? Oh, no, you didn't run away. Oh, there you are. Oh my God, it made its way to the trash can. How funny is that? Okay. All right, this one's clearly not gonna be in tune now. Hold on. This one's clearly not gonna have any tonality. So Sorry, I had to wipe my forehead, make sure I'm back over to where I want to be. Hello. Oh, here's the desk. All right, this one's not gonna have any good tone, but just hear the disdain. Ready? That's it. You know, very short disdain. Don't listen to the, I mean, it's out of tune already. I threw it. So this one, let's hear. Okay, it's so out of tune. And I mean, it was out of tune before I threw it, but. So this is the $200 Escavon-esque, you know, cutaway acoustic electric $200 guitar. I mean, the funny thing is that's how much this one cost when it came out, and that's how much I paid for it. Thank you, lady at the place that totally wasn't trying to rip me off, and that made me think I was getting a good deal. Dies off. So yeah, $200 guitar versus a $2,000 guitar. You let me know which one you prefer. I mean, does it make that big of a difference to me? Yes. Is there any point in owning a $200 guitar? No. I want to just show you guys something as well, okay? The amount of space, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, the amount of space underneath the strings to go to the fretboard gets, all right, up here it's not so bad. But as we go up the neck, it gets so huge, I can practically fit my freaking finger underneath it. My pinky finger can definitely fit underneath it without touching the frets until right here. This one I touch the frets, the rest I do not. So, I mean, it's got, maybe it'd be good as a slide guitar, or maybe it's just a piece of shit guitar that was made by slave children in China so they could mass market guitars on late night television to sell to the general public. I mean, he literally was like, it's got a top, sides, and back. Yeah, that's like saying a fork has 4 prongs and a handle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, this guitar ain't worth shit. If you like spending 3/4 of your time tuning, go ahead and get a $200 piece of crap, because that's what you're gonna be doing. Like I said, this one, haven't tuned in forever. It holds, and the reason being is partly because it's made out of mahogany, partly because it's got Grover tuners. Oh, don't even get me started on the tuner difference. These are smooth and buttery. The other one, I mean, it's literally slips before I start throwing it. So I think it's a no contest. $200, definitely shit. $200 is shit. Go with a more expensive instrument. People like to argue and say, oh, but it's a beginner instrument. There's no such thing as a beginner instrument. That's just marketing for shitty quality instruments. That's all that is. Like, oh, I'm going to get myself a beginner guitar. Oh, you mean a shitty guitar? Because that's what a beginner guitar really is. It's been wrapped around with PR to say, oh, no, it's just for beginners. It's cheaper. It's for beginners. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you get a crappy quality instrument, you're going to not want to play it. You know, if the strings are like an inch from the fretboard, it's going to be hard for you to play the dang thing. You know, if it's not got a buttery sound that you enjoy, if it doesn't have any disdain, if it doesn't have that crispy, you know, you get what you pay for when it comes to instruments. You absolutely do. So before, this is what I was just trying to play. You hear the low end on this one. It's thick, it's dark, it's buttery, but it's still crisp. The other one, no low end tonality, no high end tonality. You just get mids on the other one. This is where distinctions come in. So yeah, do yourself a favor. If you're gonna buy an instrument, get one that's of quality nature. Don't get a crappy beginner instrument. Get whatever you want, man. You know, this isn't like a vehicle. People are like, oh, I need a first car, you know, first. With that, it makes sense, because if you screw it up, you're out $50,000. But with a guitar, what you're not paying for, you will have to pay for later. And if you pay for an expensive guitar and you find out it's not right for you, guess what? Retail value on good high-end instruments are pretty good. So I would say get what you can afford, but also don't be fooled by the, oh, it's a beginner guitar, it's gonna be good. No, it's gonna be harder to play. It's gonna be harder to get the tones that you want. It's gonna be harder to keep tuned. And when you get to this price range, you get to choose things, you know, with the guitars, like how far apart are the strings? What is the nut made out of? You know, what's the bridge made out of? What is blah, 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 blah? What is blah, blah, blah? What's my tonal woods? What kind of EQ do I want out of the natural guitar? You know, I went with full mahogany because I wanted something thick and gritty because I knew I was going to be bluesing it up. And I didn't want the high-end Martins because those are twangy on the upper strings to kind of replicate a banjo. And I wasn't looking for bluegrass play. I was looking for dirty, gritty, warm blues. That's why I went with this. But do yourself a favor, get what you can afford, but also do yourself another favor and save up for I'd say at least $1,000 on a good guitar. Go with the 3 name brands, Taylor, Martin, Gibson. $1,000, one of those 3 will get you something that is playable both at home and moderate stage, okay? And you want something that buy it nice or buy it twice. That's the message of the day, okay? Buy it nice or buy it twice. This has been Blind Justice with a $200 versus $2,000 guitar review. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye.